We are just going to get into it.
Everybody knows Mr. Beast, even if you traveled to the most remote possible tribe in Zimbabwe and showed them a picture of Jimmy, it's a guarantee that they would say Mr. Beast in perfect
That's a fact.
English.
Everybody knows him. Like, he's one of the most global faces of YouTube. And, you just got to respect his grind. Honestly, you got to respect it. That's a fact. And shout out to Mr. Beast. One day we're going to have a collaboration. I'm just going to throw that out there. We're going to have a collaboration one day. But shout out to Mr. Beast for that grind. You just got to respect him. Whether you like him or not, you just have to respect his work ethic.
What many people don't realize, however, is that Jimmy has a dark clone, and he's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. An anti-Mr. Beast, if you will, the Wario to his Mario. Someone that actually fakes his videos, makes false charitable donations, and even doxed a pilot.
That's crazy. To fake, okay, one thing, it's okay to maybe fake one thing, fake a video here or there, or whatnot, but to fake everything? Side note too, I was looking, you guys put in the chat, if somebody knows how to download or play Mario Kart, I'm looking to play it. I'm going to play with y'all. Listen, I was looking at it on Steam Deck. I'm trying to play Mario Kart, y'all. I'm trying to play it. If somebody knows how to play or how I can download that, let's play. Let's get a Mario Kart party chat in a Discord or something. Because, listen, I'm looking to whoop all y'all asses. You're like, oh my God, Jason, you never beat me. Okay. Let's bet. But back to the video.
Does Airrack fake videos? This question triggers me because of the lengths that we go to make sure that videos are not faked, unscripted, completely real.
Him for faking his entire 30 days around the world challenge.
Holy shit.
So messed up, especially after doxing him, and so far so that the plane company they used now
we got to realize in social media, sometimes
hates
these videos are fake. I've never done any prank videos, thank God, but a lot of times there's a script and there's a surprise, there's a plot, a lot of these videos are fake, let's be honest, but it's all entertainment. So it's like a thin line from entertainment to faking it. And I'm going to ask y'all this question. If a video has a script, is it faking it? What's going to happen. Food for thought.
Airrack for faking this entire section, lying about the plane not starting, and disrespecting and doxing the
Whoa.
Uh-oh, shit. We're working on that, y'all. Okay, listen, it's a little ghetto. I know, it's a little ghetto. But we're working on getting, Prime without these fucking commercials. We're working on it, y'all. So bear with me. You see, we've had upgrades. You see the transition from the big bubble to the little bubble, with the big screen me getting big and small. That's new. Every step of the way, we're improving our content. So bear with me. Okay, we're back.
Airrack is a YouTuber with almost 19 million subscribers, and his channel is continuing to grow despite all of these accusations. Now, it seems like he's getting even worse. After posting a video glorifying gambling alongside course sellers who claim they can teach you how to beat the house, Airrack has once again become the target of online commentary, and reinforced the idea that he really is the dark Mr. Beast.
We were cooking, and the dealer still had no idea that I was being controlled by a...
First of all, they know 1,000% no cameras in the gambling area. Okay, I'm already calling this cap. They know 1,000%. Do you guys know if you can have cameras in the gambling area, how much cheating will be happening? What? So I'm already calling cap. Already.
Card counter.
Because this is a movie we've all seen before. Airrack was a rising star with so much potential that he was labeled the next Mr. Beast, right up until he was exposed for faking the very videos he swore were real, and for generally being a bit of a nasty person along the way. What followed was the classic redemption arc, the apology tour, the interviews about how much he'd learned, the big comeback, except he never actually changed, and this time all it took was 2 videos from one small YouTuber to tear down, piece by piece, the facade that Airrack spent years so carefully rebuilding.
Holy shit.
The dealer knows.
Imagine having an apology tour. Everybody, I'm so sorry. Please, I'm sorry. I'm a changed man. To not actually change? Holy shit. And listen, as we get bigger and bigger, there's going to be YouTubers that's going to go over our whole lifestyle of our whole YouTube streaming journey, content journey. And y'all going to see, I've tried so many things because I'm just like, okay, let me try this. And we're going to figure out what works. So they're going to say, look, we're going to clip this and going to go back in the next year or two because we're going to blow up. In the next year, Jason tried this. It didn't work. He tried this. It didn't work. He tried this. It didn't work. He finally found something that worked. This shows you that you must stay consistent and fail until you succeed. That's what we're going to say. Quote me. I'm just saying. Y'all can use this in a clip too. I'm speaking to our future self, y'all. When we get 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million subscribers, I'm speaking to that Jason. Listen, we are trying and we're not going to stop until we get this stuff right.
Bro. Everybody in the casino who works for the casino knows. You've got a 360 camera. You're wearing glasses with a camera on them. Those are not allowed. This
is our first time watching the video. I literally just called that. I just called that. Facts. Like, you cannot have a camera in the gambling area.
You walk into a casino with the Ray-Ban recording glasses or the Meta glasses, you're going to get told, take them off, turn them off.
Keeps getting away with it. For years, Airrack built one of YouTube's biggest channels by selling impossible challenges, over-the-top stunts, and one simple promise. Unlike almost every other creator on the platform, his videos were supposedly real. The easiest way to put it is that he makes the Mr. Beast type of content, and he's even collaborated with him before. Airrack has also publicly claimed that viewers could count on him to never fake videos, because of the lengths his team went to in order to keep everything authentic.
Does Airrack fake videos? This question triggers me because of the lengths that we go to make sure that videos are not faked.
Well, you know, people that can lie with a straight face like that, you just can't trust them, you know? And once the whole internet is against you, it's really hard to come back from that. That's like a trending topic. Does Airrack fake videos? Trending topic. Yes. It's not a good look, buddy. Okay? It's not looking good. Just gonna throw it out there. You're lying with a straight face. It's not looking good.
Unscripted, completely real.
That reputation began to unravel when YouTubers like Soggy Cereal started looking closer. The first major controversy surrounded his 30 Days Around the World challenge. Airrack claimed that starting December 1st, he would travel around the world while uploading a brand new video every single day. If he missed even one upload, Mr. Beast had his channel password and would permanently delete the channel.
But if I miss a day, my channel and all of my videos get deleted forever. You think I'm lying? I gave my personal laptop and my password to Mr. Beast, who is dying to delete my channel.
I literally have his YouTube channel and
You know that's cap. You know what? Let's have a fake or a cap counter. We need to have like a cap counter. You know, this is a fake laptop. This is his fake account. You know, this is not real. All right, put in the chat cap. Everyone, let's do a cap counter. This is cap, or that's a lie.
I promise I will delete.
The challenge was sold as happening live. Every episode reinforced that idea by reminding viewers he was racing the clock whilst traveling across the globe. But almost immediately, people began finding evidence that the timeline wasn't real. A smartwatch shown in one episode displayed a date in September, despite the challenge supposedly taking place in December.
Oh my gosh. One thing about the internet, they're gonna catch you up.
Food packaging featured September expiration dates. A television in another episode displayed a news report covering events from November. Instagram posts from other creators and people who appeared in the videos placed Airrack at filming locations weeks and sometimes months before the challenge officially begun. Instead of documenting a real-time race around the world, much of the series had already been filmed long before December. When YouTubers called this out, Airrack admitted that some videos were pre-recorded to give himself a head start. Later, he changed the explanation, saying they were emergency backup videos in case something went wrong while
Okay, you're done, buddy.
traveling.
when you have to do these explanations on top of explanations when you're caught red-handed, red flag. You're caught, buddy. You're a liar. You're a liar. No one's gonna trust you. And listen, we don't trust him either, right? Right? We don't trust him either now. You're done, buddy.
The problem wasn't that the videos were filmed early. Plenty of creators film ahead. The issue was that the series was presented as if everything was unfolding live, while the threat of losing his channel created constant tension. That urgency drove the entire challenge, yet much of it couldn't have been happening the way viewers were led to believe.
You know what I'm thinking about now? Imagine he's shooting this challenge. He cannot go outside in real time. He's supposed to be in like Bangkok. He's in LA having a coffee. Imagine a whole month. You gotta like duck away, like, oh, I'm shooting a video and everything's pre-recorded. You gotta just like act like you're not there. Like, hey, can I get that mocha frap? Thank you. Hey, are you? No, I'm not. I'm shooting a video. I'm in China. Imagine that. Man, lying creates so much more stress. Just tell the truth. Okay? I live a truthful life. I don't lie sometimes. Okay, I lie a little bit, couple days I lie a little bit, and that's I'm gonna be honest. But content-wise, just tell the truth, y'all. Come on.
Password to Mr. Beast, who has agreed that I have 30 days to make it around the earth, upload a video on this channel every day for the next 30 days, and if I fail, he will delete my channel. Yeah.
This wasn't the only time Airrack's content came under scrutiny. In 2021, he uploaded a 2-part series about visiting the Northwest Angle, a remote Minnesota community that had been heavily affected by COVID restrictions. The entire premise was that he wanted to risk crossing dangerous ice, empty his bank account, and spend as much money as possible to help a struggling town that had lost millions in tourism. It sounded like one of his most charitable videos. According to later investigations by Soggy Cereal, that wasn't what actually happened. He compared the locations shown throughout the videos with publicly available photos, and found that many of the places Airrack claimed were inside the Northwest Angle were actually part of a sportsman lodge, a resort roughly 40 miles away. The cabins.
Oh my gosh. One thing about liars, they're going to take their lie to the grave. He's caught in 4K. 4K. But it's like, no, I promise you. He's going to be, I didn't do that. That was a mistake. Listen, if you catch somebody lying, they're going to take that to the grave. But it's crazy how this is not his first time. Buddy, just change it up. Just change. Why is it so hard for people to change? He's putting in so much effort. Imagine that. You get caught and then you just got to he said, I'm caught. Let me get my shovel. Let me dig my grave because I'm not coming for the truth. Damn.
Swimming pool, arcade, restaurant, and other locations all matched the resort where the crew had already been staying.
The Sportsman Lodge Resort, which isn't located in the Angle, but in Wheeler's Point, Baudette, a town 200,000 feet away from the Angle.
Throughout the videos, Airrack repeatedly implied that he was pouring money into a struggling local community. In reality, much of what viewers were seeing appeared
donation maxing. He is donation maxing.
To take place somewhere else entirely. What was framed as a charitable mission began looking more like a highly produced vacation disguised as philanthropy. The most serious controversy from that
My bad. Philanthropy maxing. He's literally philanthropy maxing right now.
Series involved a local pilot. Airrack claimed the pilot wanted to remain anonymous because of legal concerns surrounding the flight. His face was blurred throughout the video, and viewers were told his identity would be protected. But despite blurring, repeatedly said the pilot's real name on camera. In an area with only a handful of private pilots, that was enough for viewers to identify him almost instantly. A simple Google search using his first name and the location was enough to find him. The videos didn't stop there. Airrack and his team repeatedly mocked the pilot, portraying him as incompetent and reckless. According to Soggy and his sources' claims, parts of this portrayal were manufactured in editing. One sequence where the pilot appears to angrily complain about his plane allegedly used a fake voice recording added during post-production, rather than audio that was actually recorded on location. According to people,
how are you gonna make the pilot that you're entrusting with your life Like, how are you going to try to shame someone that has your life in their hands? How? How?
Familiar with the situation.
And okay, I live in LA, okay? And this is not the first time I'm hearing that he's not a good guy. I do been to a lot of creator parties and things like that. And I've heard a lot that this guy's an asshole. Like, he's not cool. And once the cameras come on, he's the most lovable person. When you turn the cameras off, he's an asshole. So things are adding up.
The pilot's employer was furious after the video was released, and the relationship between Airrack's team and the flight company was permanently damaged.
Come on. Self-explain. Why don't you start, God?
Well, it's completely altered. See, this isn't what the pilot said. Airrack asked someone to send him a fake voice memo so he could use it as a voice overlay and lie about the pilot getting pissed that the plane didn't start.
For someone who supposedly
That's crazy.
wanted to protect the pilot's identity,
The lengths he's going through, that's crazy, y'all.
the videos instead exposed him to millions of viewers while simultaneously portraying him in a misleading and embarrassing way. Questions about authenticity continued beyond those videos. His Cross America in a Straight Line challenge claimed he never left a specific route, and even included a map so viewers could verify it themselves. But the landmarks shown throughout the video didn't line up with that route, and Soggy later found evidence suggesting sections of the map had been digitally manipulated to create fake obstacles and to make the challenge appear more dramatic than it really was.
If you weren't already 20 miles off the line at this point, which I could identify by the billboards in the back, the structure of the sign, and conveniently enough on Route 29, an interstate highway which goes south.
This is why you should not lie on the internet. There's going to be somebody that's going to expose your lie. You go to a small town and lie about the whole situation or surroundings. I'm in this town with 5 people in it, and I'm the only black person there. 1 week later, actually, Jason was lying. There's about 10,000 people here, and he's not the only black person. You just cannot lie on social media. Someone is going to find you and fact check the heck out of you and say you are a bold-faced liar. And now you look like an asshole. You're the liar. And after you lied to the internet, we can never trust you again. Imagine that.
Throughout multiple states,
Even older uploads showed similar problems. His viral sneaking into a festival as a fake DJ video presented the crew breaking into a music festival, yet the footage accidentally revealed entry wristbands that suggested they had already paid to get inside before filming the staged sneaking in sequence. Added police sound effects further exaggerated moments that may have never happened. Individually, each controversy could be dismissed as creative editing or harmless entertainment. Together, they paint a much different picture, and really show off how much of a fraud he is.
Damn.
You might be thinking that although this sounds bad, at the end of the day it's relatively harmless. Sure, he lies about faking his videos, but if the goal was to entertain an audience, he still clearly succeeded, even if it was in a dishonest way. Clearly people—
Yeah, there's like a thin line with entertainment, so if he didn't say this was real, nobody would be talking about this. If he said, okay, I'm gonna sneak into this. This is real, you guys. No. If he said this was not real, we would not be here. This is purely entertainment. But he's hammering on the head. This is real. I am really sneaking in. They don't know I'm there. And he clearly bought some wristbands. So yeah, buddy, your jig is up.
People like to watch his videos. They've racked up tens of millions of views. So what's the harm? Well, that's exactly what the rest of this video is about. Because what Airrack has been up to recently makes faking a few challenges
19 million. That's goals right there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
videos look innocent in comparison. After the backlash over his authenticity, Airrack deleted roughly 28 million views worth of videos. His growth slowed, and for a while, it looked like the controversy might define his career. But YouTube has a constant stream of new viewers, especially younger ones, and many of them had never seen the original criticism. Instead of trying to convince everyone his videos were completely real, Airrack shifted towards content where the spectacle became the point. point. His newer videos focused on entertainment rather than authenticity. He hid in other creators' videos like Kai Cenat, crashed live streams, and leaned into big collaborative stunts that didn't rely on viewers believing every detail actually happened.
Plot twist, he said, let me change it up. That's a smart move. When you figure out something's not working, he's shifting. So, gotta respect that, you know?
The strategy worked. He landed major brand deals, signed with the major talent agency CAA, and appeared on John Yushai's podcast, where he described him as someone who had learned from criticism and become a, quote, very different version of himself.
Airrack is the guy who doesn't fake stuff, and that's why things kind of fell down harder.
Yeah. I think it's half me having a huge, enormous, borderline indestructible ego at the time.
Yeah.
I felt like I could do anything. I had only ever taken big risks and been rewarded for them. Right? What's the worst thing that can happen? Like, I'm gonna go film this thing and I can do anything creatively I want to do. And what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, if you put yourself in my shoes.
The lesson Airrack claimed to have learned came with its own irony. He named ego as the reason he got into trouble in the first place. Then, in almost the same breath,
We're all making the same face.
waved off the
Please. Please. Okay. Right.
people criticizing him as probably just fans of his channel, which is, of course, its own kind of ego.
And if you're trying to stretch the absolute limits,
I just don't like him. Can't trust him. Once you lie in my face multiple times, I can't trust you.
you're gonna mess up. And I'm only appreciative on those videos for giving me feedback. Like, a lot of these guys that made videos about me, I don't think they would know as much as they knew about me if they weren't fans.
This is the girls would say, he's a narcissist. He's a gaslighter. I can't trust him. Facts.
To the channel currently or at some point. And so I think the perspective is like, these are people who care about the brand.
Whether that claim holds up depends less on what he said and more on what changed. The large-scale spectacle never went away. If anything, the business side of the channel only became more aggressive. That became most obvious with his shift towards gambling content. Beginning in late 2025, Airrack started promoting companies like DraftKings and PrizePicks in his videos. Sponsorships from gambling companies aren't unusual on YouTube, but the timing became difficult to ignore. In April 2026, he uploaded "I cheated at the casino and won," presenting himself as if he had found a way to beat the house.
This is me placing a $2,000 bet.
First of all, the bright ass light on your glasses. Look at this. Hold on, let's go back. Where's it at? This bright light. You think nobody notices this bright blinking light? See, now you're disrespecting us in their face. You think we are that dumb to think at a casino they do not see this bright light, knowing cameras are not allowed, and you're just like, they didn't suspect anything. Yeah, right. You are a liar. We don't trust you.
Professional gambler in my ear telling me exactly what to do.
Stand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what? That's 4,000 right there.
Totally doesn't look suspicious at all.
I hired the world's greatest gamblers to help me cheat at the casino with one goal in mind. Use their ban methods to turn $10,000 into as much money as humanly possible.
The title itself creates the first illusion. Actually cheating at a casino is a crime, so the video clearly wasn't documenting a real crime. Instead, it presented gambling as something that could be solved with enough knowledge and the right experts. Not only that, but just the way he presents it makes it seem like the coolest thing ever. Within 24 hours, small YouTuber MK Andy made a video titled "Airrack's video is casino propaganda," and quickly pointed out that the casino staff could could obviously see Airrack's crew, cameras, and production. Rather than exposing a casino, the video looked like a performance taking place with the casino's cooperation.
That's the crazy part. You know, just tell us. Just tell us this is fake. You know, we would not be here if you're trying to convince us this is real. Just tell us it's fake. Just like in relationships, hey, I'm going to cheat on you. All right? I'm going to cheat. And that's it. So, you know, I feel like if people's told people they're going to be cheaters, they're going to cheat, the relationship will go a lot smoother. Do not lie and say, I'm not going to cheat. Other phone in your pocket. Oh, my other phone's here. Just be honest. Be honest. Airrack, if he just tells us this is just for entertainment, I feel like he would be in a better situation versus us right now talking about how much he's lying in our face and trying to tell us that it's real.
We were cooking, and the dealer still had no idea that I was being controlled by a professional card counter.
The dealer knows, bro. Everybody in the casino who works for the casino knows. You've got a 360 camera. You're wearing glasses with a camera on them. Those are not allowed. If you walk into a casino with the Ray-Ban recording glasses or the Meta glasses, you're going to get told, take them off, turn them off. Do not come into the casino with these. We do not want you here. Airrack has a 360-degree camera on the blackjack table in a cup holder, dude. This is like, they know.
For those of you that don't know him, MK Andy is a former gambling addict that has used chess in order to beat his gambling addiction. Both of his videos on Airrack do an exceptional job deconstructing it, and the links to both of them will be in the description.
So during this 30-minute video, nearly 12 minutes of screen time shows Airrack in profit. Comparing that to the less than 2 minutes that shows Airrack lower than his $10,000 starting bankroll and only going as low as $9,450 and never dropping below $10,000.
For most of the runtime in his video, Airrack is winning. The graphics celebrate every success, gambling experts confidently explain strategies, and losses are either brief or delayed until much later. Viewers spend almost the entire video watching gambling feel exciting, profitable, and under control, before eventually...
And then kids are watching this like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, let's do that. Look, seems so much fun knowing it's like a... It's crazy.
reaching the final reminder that the house wins. For many viewers, especially younger ones, that ending may never even be seen. The criticism wasn't simply that Airrack lost money in the end, it was that nearly everything before that point framed gambling as exciting, rewarding, and potentially beatable. The people standing beside him only made that message stronger. Throughout the video, he features and promotes figures like Mickey Mace, Professor Slots, and Dominic Lorigio, presenting them as experts.
I know Mickey, the gambling guy, but I don't know those other people. I'm not in the gambling scene. I don't know too much about it, but you know, I go to casinos to walk through them to go to my hotel. That's as much as gambling I do. I don't gamble at all.
It's capable of beating casinos. He linked directly to their pages and in some cases to expensive gambling courses they were selling.
Wow.
So I called the most feared card gambler alive, Mickey Mace.
What up, Airrack?
There he is.
Mr. Nicky.
Mickey's won over $32 million gambling. He's so good, he's been banned from every single casino in Vegas.
Sitting here, you know, helping you win, and that's what I do, so I'm happy you're happy.
I'm happy. It turns out Professor Slots was a mad genius all along, and his methods meant we were up an extra $600. And after a few more small wins, Slots and I said our goodbyes. Dominic Lorigio is the 8th best
He's just promoting gambling. This is just a gambling plug. Hey, it's a gambling plug.
Gambler in history. And
the casino's worst nightmare. I'm banned in the whole state of Louisiana. 75% of the casinos in Las Vegas. 4 or 5 cruise lines.
He is so recognizable that I actually had to disguise his face so that the pit bosses didn't notice him.
Andy argued this was the real issue. If someone truly possessed a reliable system for beating casinos, selling it online would make little sense because casinos themselves could simply buy the same course. Instead, the video introduced millions of viewers to people whose businesses depend on convincing others they may have the secret.
It's a whole plot twist. Everyone's in, and he's treating the viewers like Boo Boo the Fool. I'm going to have you on, put your course in the bio. I'm going to have you on, put your course in the bio. People are going to get click happy. If they don't know about it, they're going to know about it. Even us talking about it is kind of putting light on it. So we're just going to keep going.
But Andy said that's not the whole story. Airrack literally shouts out the casino and links their website in the description of the video.
So go to the casino also?
As we head to the next game, I wanted to shout out Inn of the Mountain Gods for letting us film at their beautiful casino and for somehow allowing us to try and cheat as much as I possibly could.
So even if he was not technically sponsored by the casino, the video still functioned like advertising regardless. They literally received positive exposure, appeared welcoming, and were portrayed as a place where ordinary people might outsmart the house. That message becomes harder to ignore when considering Airrack's audience.
Facts.
His videos follow the same high-energy formula popularized by creators like Mr. Beast, with fast editing, simple challenges, and a colorful presentation that naturally attracts younger viewers. Instead of treating gambling as a serious financial risk, the video explained casino games, celebrated jackpots with flashy graphics, and even turned references to gambling addiction into jokes.
With his younger audience, this is just a new play. So I have a younger audience. This is something I can profit on and show them like, hey, you guys, gambling's fun. Look how great it is. We should all do it. And then the second layer is everyone has their course in the bio. We just don't like this guy even more. Let's just throw it out there. We don't like you even more. And this video proves it. Okay? It proves it. He got to change his name. How do you recover from this? This is your second time of finessing the world. Put it in the chat. Can you recover from this? Is this something you can come back from?
Actually insane that the first call out of Gamblers Anonymous or getting any form of help whatsoever from a gambling addiction is at 25 minutes into a 30-minute video.
To be fair, there are important counterpoints. The video ends with him losing money, reinforcing that the house ultimately wins. And compared to some of his older content, parts of his newer videos are more openly presented as entertainment rather than completely authentic events. But those defenses don't fully answer the larger criticism. The central concern is that the underlying pattern never really changed. Airrack's earlier controversies revolved around creating manufactured they were genuine. His newer controversies revolve around creating manufactured spectacles that promote literal gambling while framing them as harmless entertainment meant for children.
Tyler and I were doing everything in our power to down these clowns and win. Speaking of winning, I've teamed up with DraftKings so that you can win without having to spend the night in an arcade.
He's a new plug. He's a new plug. Speaking of winning, he's like, everything is tied into DraftKings. Oh, waking up to stretch. And speaking of stretching, download DraftKings. I'm going for a jog. Oh my God, this is so hard. But speaking of hard, download, just be honest. The more honest you are, the better you are. Like, he's a liar and we don't trust you. You're a liar and I don't trust you at all.
Bonuses.
At the end of the day, Airrack never really changed. If anything, the change was mostly performative. The same behaviors he went on an apology tour for are still present in his content today, just packaged a little differently. And here's the most depressing part. It's not like his channel has declined because of it. In fact, it's the exact opposite. He's absolutely thriving. His views are stronger than ever, and there's no sign that his growth is slowing down anytime soon. Why, you may ask? Because his audience is made up primarily of children, viewers who either don't know enough or simply don't care about the broader implications of what they're watching. You might be thinking, well, eventually he'll get exposed, just like in this video. But the reality could be even worse than that. The kind of content Airrack is making right now has the potential to contribute to another adpocalypse. Think about it. What headline would be more alarming to advertisers than a massive kids creator promoting DraftKings-style gambling in a Mr. Beast-inspired video? If the wrong people start paying attention, YouTube could face another major advertiser pullout.
He's just winning. He's just like, and the more eyes on him, he's just winning because he has a whole new audience.
affecting millions of creators who had nothing to do with it, and it would all stem from creators like Airrack pushing the limits in pursuit of bigger numbers and bigger profits. But unfortunately, for the foreseeable future, it looks like Airrack is going to keep getting away with it.
It's crazy, you know? To have an apology tour. Imagine having an apology tour saying I'm sorry to do the same thing over and over and to have more YouTubers expose you over and over for you to continue to grow. It's like, you know, it makes you think like, damn, is doing the right thing the right thing? Because so many people that do the wrong thing keep winning. You know, that's that. But I like sleeping good at night. You know, I don't lie to people. I don't cheat. I don't lie. I sleep good. I'm honest. I'm truthful. And so at the end of the day, it comes down to how you feel as a person. Imagine lying to millions of people over and over, over and over and over and over and over. And, you know, that just shows a reflection of character. I wouldn't sleep good at night, but hey, that's just me. All right, y'all, that's going to conclude this video. I appreciate y'all. You know, we're going to continue to put out these bangers. I'm going to be gaming. Our next video is going to be gaming. So if you guys haven't watched my gaming video, go to the next one before. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Put in the comments on some videos we should watch and react to. And put some comments, some challenges that we should also do, y'all. All right. Love y'all. Peace.